back to the topic at hand of the playoffs.
Okay.
Is that enough for this team? I mean, I know that that was the 49ers' goal from the outset to make the playoffs. Here they are on an epic win. So there's a storyline, a good storyline, but now it's up against the Dallas Cowboys. If they win this Sunday, great, they're moving forward. But if they lost, would this season still be a success? Is the playoffs enough?
I mean, it's a success in the sense that people are going to keep their jobs. I don't think anyone's getting fired. So, yeah, that's great. I mean, missing the playoffs would have been a catastrophe.
Right.
The closest thing a sports team could have to like a catastrophe. Yeah. So it's a success. But to me, I don't know how, I guess it's up to how Niner fans feel, because the Niners are going to spin it as a success. You know, we made it to the playoffs. That was our goal. We're going to trade Jimmy Garoppolo. We're going to start Trey Lance next year. And then we're going to do exactly what the Chiefs did. But to me, I just keep coming back to maybe I'm leading the charge here on 49er fans to be like, yo, are you really content with that? I mean, don't you think this team can win it now? To me, if they lost to the Rams, it would have been for one reason, because of one guy. And now, luckily, he got it together and made himself not be the GOAT of that game. But, dude, he's thrown 4 picks in the last 2 games. I mean, Elijah Mitchell and Deebo Samuel, these two, it's like the best running back combination I've seen in a very long time. They should be able to win a Super Bowl just with those two. And I think this could be there's no dominant team in the league. This could be the Niners' year. It's such a golden opportunity. And that's why I look at it as like, no, it's a success, but the ultimate goal is win the Super Bowl. And I think it's attainable. I just don't know if Jimmy can do it, because he had a chance. He blew it. And that's why Trey Lance is here. And now you're giving him another chance. Like, this is a golden opportunity. They don't come around. Like, next year could be a whole different thing. Deebo could get hurt in training camp next year like he did last year. You just don't know. Yeah.
Right. No, completely unknown. So you would say, to some degree, a success, but in your opinion, more importantly, a bit of a waste of success in the seasons that a couple key 49ers are having if they're unable to advance any further than this.
I mean, this is, again, this is the difference. When I was a Niner fan back in the day, this wouldn't be enough. But no, this is a team that's had, now this is the 5th playoff season since 2003. This is what the Santa Clara something or others, Youngstown West, has accomplished. Great, nice job, dude. Now can you do it 2 years in a row? How about that? 2 years in a row? But so for them, it's definitely it's a small step for man and a giant leap for the Santa Clara something or others.
Yeah, I mean, looking back at the old rivalry of these two teams, none of those matchups, 7 times they have played in the playoffs, none of those were wild card weekend, right? So this is a step down. The 90s Niners would not have seen wild card weekend as a success. It would have required advancement deep into the playoffs. I remember years where a loss in the NFC Championship game felt like failure, right? Yeah. I mean, that is wild when your expectations are that high.
Team legit is as good as any Niner team I've ever seen, just aside from the quarterback. I mean,
it's wild.
The running game is crazy. The wide receivers, the tight end, the defense is peaking. I mean, if they don't win the Super Bowl, it's going to be for one reason. I'm sorry to put it all on him, but that's the way I feel. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll be for something else. Maybe it'll be because Ambry Thomas or something, but right now it's looking like it's going to be because of Jimmy.
Don't you put that on the rookie.
I'm not putting it on Ambry. Ambry's doing good. Ambry just won the freaking game for the Niners. Go Ambry.
Kyler coming in here. Kyler V, not Kyler M. Any chance of a Richie James return? Happy birthday, Grant.
I love questions like that. I don't think so. Maybe next year, but not this year.
Yeah, would be an odd time to add in Richie at this point. Bay Marin coming in. Grant's self-reflection was pretty cool, actually. Happy birthday, Grant. That was a well-read question. Grant's self-reflection was pretty cool, actually. Happy birthday, Grant.
Thank you. It was very self-indulgent. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it.
Hey, I thought it was fantastic. I love getting insight. I love getting people talking about themselves, seeing a little bit of that smile coming through. I have no idea. Bay 68 is what I am going with there. Vic Washington returned opening kickoff versus Dallas in NFC Championship game. Big congrats to Mitchell for surpassing Vic's rookie rushing record in just 10 games. Let's just take a moment to acknowledge Elijah Mitchell and how special his season has been. I don't know how many weeks ago it was, but I feel like it was a little bit of a crystal ball moment where you compared Elijah Mitchell to another certain 6th round draft pick.
Dude, Terrell Davis. Now, I'm not saying they're the same, but just the way where they were picked, who they were coached by, how they're used, it's the same. I mean, I think like they were picked within a few picks of each other, like late 6th round. Anyway, drafted by a Shanahan,
right?
Coached by Bobby Turner.
Yep.
And then if you look at their stats from their rookie year, it's like 20 carries apart, same exact yards per attempt. We've seen what Mike can do with a running back like this.
Yes.
And we've seen what this guy is doing to the Niners offense. 20 carries a game when he's in there. I really wasn't worried against Houston when they were down at halftime with the rookie quarterback. It's like all they have to do is just keep handing off to Elijah Mitchell. It's so easy. So easy when he's in the game. So he's really important. Even when he's averaging like 3.5 yards a carry, he just doesn't get in the backfield. Always gets positive yards.
Do you anticipate that they will ride the rookie on this playoff run? Do you think they're going to lean heavily on the young gentleman?
That's what they've been doing the last 2 months. And that's, again, why I'm not picking the Niners to win the Super Bowl this year. I'm picking them to beat the Cowboys, but I like Mitchell, but he basically, his pattern as a rookie is have 2-3 monster games and then get hurt because the Niners are using him too. Now, maybe next year he'll come back bigger, stronger, more durable. But right now, I just can't see him lasting, getting 22 carries a game like over and over and over again.
Yeah, that's tough in back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
DeLondis Green, why did Jimmy fans give him a pass on everything we considered bad fans for wanting better? It's tiring. Why did Jimmy fans give him a pass?
I have a theory with Jimmy G. So he's a good, not great quarterback. And a lot of times people hate good, not great quarterbacks like Eli Manning or
Okay. Now you're talking.
Right? Like some people hate quarterbacks like that. But Jimmy, I mean, he does have a lot of haters too, but he has a very strong cult following. And I think it has to do with his face. I mean, people talk about it a lot. They joke about it, but I think people want quarterbacks to look a certain way. They want a handsome quarterback because it means like the team is something. He's the face of the team, and you don't want the face of the team looking like Jared Goff. You just don't. He looks like a worm. I'm sorry, or Eli Manning. It's just like a. You don't want that look. So I think it has a lot to do with his face. I really do. Because he's not a bad quarterback, but he's not a great quarterback either. And the support he has is a little unusual for a good, not great quarterback.
Yeah, we all want the Hollywood ending, and any movie that you see, the quarterback is always a good-looking dude, right? So when you can get both, when you can get performance and the good-looking quarterback, that's the American dream. We all root for it for some reason. He looks
the part, man. He looks the part.
He does. And I mean, let's be honest, he's doing all right at the moment. Let's give him a little bit of credit.
Quarterback. He's a good, not great quarterback.